Colin McCourty. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. It's caught. Left side, Bolden. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Ebron caught left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It's caught outright by Graham. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now back to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided,
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Defense showing blitz.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Shift together here from the D-line. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
One receiver left, two to the right. And the play clock's running down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had two previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He goes underneath to Freeman. And down he'll go at the 25. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Let's go. 58. 58. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in.